A woman quickly hurled a harpoon while the fish was distracted, but to her dismay, it swiftly swam away. She hastily surfaced for air, realizing that fishing was too difficult for her. However, determined to provide nourishment for her injured boyfriend, she persisted, attempting again and again. Despite her numerous efforts, success eluded her. Fortunately, when their fresh water supply ran out, the heavens opened up, and a heavy rain began to fall. The woman danced joyfully on the boat, but the rainwater couldn't be stored for long. On the 18th day of being stranded at sea, she discovered some alcohol in the cabin. With no water to drink, the couple had no choice but to consume the alcohol, which only intensified their thirst. Without food, water, or rescue, the woman felt utterly hopeless. As time passed, they had been adrift for 3 days and 3 nights. Just as she believed her fate was sealed, a deafening ship horn startled her awake. Looking up, she saw a massive vessel appearing before her eyes. Overjoyed, she stood up, pulled out a flare gun from a box, and fired several shots into the sky. She then waved her arms excitedly, ready to embrace a new life. However, to everyone's disbelief, the ship passed by their yacht as if it hadn't noticed them, leaving behind only a cold trail of seawater. As the chance for rescue slowly vanished, the woman stood frozen, her eyes filled with despair. In just 10 seconds, her heart had plummeted from elation to utter desolation. After experiencing such extreme emotions, the woman seemed to finally come to her senses. The next morning, she discovered that her boyfriend had vanished without a trace. It turned out that everything had been the woman's imagination. Her boyfriend had been dead from the very beginning, and she had been alone on the yacht all along. Acknowledging the truth, the woman decided not to dwell on her fantasies any longer. She pulled herself together and resumed fishing, refusing to give up until she caught a fish. Despite being a vegetarian, she now devoured raw fish, recognizing that in the face of life and death, everything else was trivial. She had to conserve her strength until rescue arrived. Eventually, a ship spotted the woman and successfully rescued her. After more than 40 days of being adrift at sea, she finally returned to shore. The woman would never forget this experience, and she kept the boat. Although her boyfriend was gone, she continued to sail, embarking on new adventures. This movie is based on a true story. After enduring this catastrophe, the real-life protagonist never stopped exploring. She continued to set sail, carrying a photo of her late boyfriend, as they traveled the world together.